The earliest known Battle of Megiddo was fought between Egyptian forces led by Pharaoh Thutmose III and a coalition of Canaanite and Syrian vassal states led by the king of Kadesh. The battle arose from a rebellion against Egyptian dominance in the Levant. The Egyptians had control of the region for decades, but the vassals were tired of paying tribute to Egypt and wanted to be free. Thutmose had to fight his way through the mountain passes to get to the city of Megiddo. But once he got there, he found that the city had been destroyed by the enemy. The Canaanites and Syrians had set up camp near the city, and their king, Kadesh, was confident that he would be able to defeat the Egyptians. But Thutmose was not afraid. He had a secret weapon, and that was his chariots. The Egyptians had more chariots than the enemy, and they were faster and more maneuverable than the Syrian chariots. The two armies met in battle, and it was a fierce fight. But the chariots proved to be the deciding factor. They allowed the Egyptians to win the battle and to capture the king of Kadesh. Thutmose returned to Egypt with a massive amount of loot, and he was able to use this wealth to build great monuments and temples throughout Egypt. The most famous of these is probably the Temple of Karnak, which still stands today. The Battle of Megiddo was a turning point in the history of Egypt. It marked the beginning of the New Kingdom when Egypt was ruled by a new dynasty of pharaohs. The New Kingdom would last for several hundred years, during which time Egypt would become the most powerful empire in the world. The Battle of Megiddo is also important because it was one of the first battles in history to be recorded in writing. We know about it because the Egyptians kept detailed records of everything that happened in their empire. Thanks to these records, we can learn about the Egyptians, their culture, their society, their religion, their art, their technology, and their battles. If you want to know more about ancient Egypt, stay tuned for more videos.